So we're doing a VOD review of Harrison Leeds. Okay, you're playing Zenana, McCree, Genji. It's pretty good comp. Sorry, it's okay comp. Pretty good. Make it full screen.
Took me a second. Won't lie, but that was
Right now where you're standing is pretty good. You either go up, you usually want to stay, either up top or down where you were. Both of them work.
the best part of any Blizzard game is just like the shit you can do in the background.
Although, to be honest, I would also do what you're doing here, which is go try to get some free spam. Orb, yeah. Okay, pretty good so far. And you should have orbed your Ryan right there. But I like the way you're positioning. You know, you're just sitting on point, which is really good. You're sitting in the back.
Oh man. Ana, I love you.
Nice checking for your Ana. That was actually a lot of lower rated supports wouldn't do that. So it's pretty good. And you might be missing a lot of shots, but it's like if you hit one, that's fine. Zen's projectiles are pretty hard to consistently hit, especially. I don't remember if you said you were. Let me check actually. I don't remember if you said you were learning him or you mained him, but you play him, but hold on, let me try to think of what to say. Even if you miss shots, eventually your aim will improve. That's just how it works. That was all, and you see you're fragging, so your aim's actually pretty good. And what matters is you got the kills at the end. So don't worry about needing to improve your aim. Yuzori actually missed a bubble here, and then that's I think he missed a nano as well. You shouldn't, yeah, good. So far, very good. No complaints from me.
Let's go top right.
I like your Ana's name. You should orb, yeah, just top her off. Yeah, I keep saying you should orb this person, and then you do it immediately without me saying, like, so that's pretty good.
You guys are walled.
And yeah, you played that well. You tried to get line of sight of your team while still staying in the back, staying safe.
Ana's one.
I'll say, I don't think you noticed that. Hold on. Yeah, you didn't. I don't know if you even noticed that Lucio. So there's a Lucio behind you there. I don't know if you saw him or not, or if you just knew your McCree would take care of him.
Oh, that was almost
Thanks.
really
Yeah, that was almost really bad, but it's okay. Happens. And then here you're gonna wanna be saving transfer grab. You should have called that Lucio is hard feeding.
Oh fuck, that was their grab?
Okay.
Our grab? I wanna fucking die, dude.
Okay, you know, even just knowing that it was a mistake is good enough. Because even if you lose a game, knowing that you made a misplay, you won the fight, you might lose next one because of it. But knowing that it was a misplay is
I gotta charge
good
up
enough.
grabs so quick, Ana literally don't heal anybody. Oh, okay, well, except maybe that guy.
And that's actually good for your team, because this is one of the maps where you have fairly close spawns on both sides,
Not only are we down one,
but they're gonna get grabbed. Good call. Your Ryan can just back up here, and you need to get out. Yeah, I like the way you're playing. Honestly, pretty good. Your Ryan's gonna get walled off here, or not. I was wrong. Oops. And they just stacked ults. Yeah, kind of unfortunate. You thought you heard them grab. It was your team, but you know it was a mistake, so you can't really say anything else about it. Just move on from it.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Other than that,
That
it's very good play,
loss is
to be honest.
100% my fault, actually. No. But I should have had fucking trans. I like rejacked our trans because the fucking. I thought that our Zarya's trans was their Zarya's trans.
So,
Which is dumb
one
as hell,
thing
'cause they're-
that this might sound weird, but you need to you need to shut up. That's like the nicest way I can put it. Just stop talking. Your team, like, clearly they don't care. They just want to move on from it. Like, they were like, people make mistakes and stuff. Holy, I can't. Right now, make mistakes and stuff like that. Right? Like, just stop talking at that point. That's an E, by the way. Like, I understand you know you messed up and stuff, but if your team isn't caring about the mess up, that was funny, actually. Like, sometimes you just have to not speak, if that makes sense. Like, if your team's like, why the fuck did we lose the point? Fucking, what the fuck happened? Then you say, that was my bad, I wasted I misheard a voice line. And thought they grabbed. But, like, if they're not asking and you've already said it, no. And your team is kind of split for that fight, and you kind of just got rolled. It's fine. You have no high ground control. Your tanks preferably would go Winston Diva here, but that doesn't happen very often anymore. And right now you're running Zen Mora, so ideally after this point you'd probably swap to Lucio, like after Transhuman. But I think you prefer to play Zen, so that's okay. You should trance there. Late trance, but you have a blade going, so it's better than never using it. Zen that, or fucking orb that Lucio, nice. I would have tranced a little earlier there, but other than that, well played fight. Yeah. Pretty good job.
Alright, now I gotta fucking charge up trans real quick.
And you might say, like, well, so one thing that a lot of people will do there, like, a lot of players even, like, I've been playing in GMs in Season 4, and even now I get people like, why didn't you save beat, why didn't you save trance, etc., right? What a lot of people don't understand is that sometimes you need to use your ult to win a fight, and then the next fight, they come out with, like, their grav or their shatter or whatever, right? Like, then they use it in the next fight, and your team blames you because, you according to them, you wasted it, but we're gonna put that in quotations, right? Because what they don't understand is that you needed to use it to win that fight, and if you had not used it, you would have lost the previous fight. So it's like a lose-lose situation, but you lose less if you use it earlier, if that makes sense. And so that's why, like, it's good knowing you have to build up a trance, but it's okay to lose this next fight. I do like the aggressive position though, because that means if you take a fight early and you almost win it, there's a chance you have a recontest, or their Rhine just straight up feeds. That was actually, so I'm actually gonna explain something. I don't know if you watch professional games, but recently a popular Goats variant is Lucio Briggs and as the supports and then the same tanks, right? And the reason that this works is because after the enemy Zarya uses bubble onto Rhine, either the Zen can immediately discord it, or the Brig can stun and then you can discord it. So basically, what that means is that discording a main tank is a win condition, generally speaking. So it's very good knowing to discord that. And wow, that was very, very good for your team.
You guys just fucking saved my shit play earlier.
Okay. Yeah, they grab bladed. Those were their win conditions, so they just threw the round. You should orb your McCree. Yeah. Actually, very nice job getting out of that. I would have just given up, I think. I don't know. That was like super close.
Oh no. Oh my god, I'm fucking botting out here, dude.
And botting out happens. Like, that's just a thing. It happens to people. That's why there's a term for it. So honestly, not much you can do. That mage just fucked up. They should have stayed in ice block for a little longer, because they should know that you have to go to point. And you're about to get trans, which is good to understand. So now you just win with the grab trans, or grab trans blade shit, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
You're flicking. Okay, I know why you're not hitting. So, say this is the target right here, this guy, and this is you, and this is your, and then they're moving like that. They move to right there. While they're like, why? So, what you should be doing is that while they're moving, you aim there and shoot there. But what you're doing is you're flicking with them and hitting there at the same time. But by the time you hit there, they're already down there. If that makes sense. So the reason you're not hitting shots right now is because you're not flicking ahead of them. You're flicking to them. And it doesn't work against Lucio's. I have quite a few. I have like 500 probably hours, including scrims on Lucio. So it doesn't work on Lucio. That it works on other things, but Lucio you have to lead shots because he's very fast. I'm gonna skip out a little bit. Again, I would play Lucio with a Moira, but if you want to play Zen, that's fine, honestly. It works. They, Lucio and Moira synergize better than Zen and Moira, but both of them work fine.
Hold up.
Oh, yeah, I know what he's talking about.
I gotta fucking.
I know what he's talking about. It, like,
Right, so
you wave?
wait.
No, wave.
Whoa, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I do that. Yeah, I always do that when I play Moira.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fucking hilarious.
actually happy other people know that and like do that because I really like that animation. You should call out that someone's up top 1 HP. Nice. Yeah, good call.
So fucking pissed.
No, don't be pissed about it because you forced him off of a good, like, he wanted to be on that high ground, you forced him off of it. So even if he's not dead, he's like a lot less useful. You know? Like, getting a kill is not, like, getting that kill is important, but forcing him off high ground is also important. You should have backed up, because now you're killable here. You're very, very killable. If your team, like, you would have lost that. Lucios are extremely good at shredding Zens.
Ryan discorded?
I don't think that Lucio is, because he doesn't seem like he's very good at the game, but a lot, like, most Lucios are very good at shredding Zens.
Sorry, Discord. No, dude.
Do you win this game?
Tier Reddit Lucio, too.
Yeah, I agree. He is a low tier Reddit Lucio. Generally, you should be on cart here, I think. Not your Rhine, because you need your Rhine up there.
Jump for shatter.
You should be on cart.
I don't think he has it, but.
He
Oh, yeah? Alright.
he has it. I'm pretty sure. Actually, he might not, because he's like. Rhino charges extremely fast. And you lost a fight. So I think he does have it. A good way to check is press tab if your Ryan has it, assume the other Ryan does. If you like lose one fight then win the, like if they win one fight and you lose, or fuck, you lose the first fight and then win the second, their Ryan will have likely have more ult charge, or about the same, unless their Ryan feeds super early on, which I don't remember if he did or not. But well, High Noon's not an important ult to keep track of. That's what I meant.
Lucio thinks he's fucking sick now too, because he just got like a final blow on me after I just got slapped by like 4 different twin jump grapplers.
But that's what I meant by Lucio's good at executing sends.
That's why he's just fucking throwing.
He's a bad Smurf. He's a bad Reddit Lucio Smurf. Just gonna skip ahead a little bit. Oh, I missed. Okay. Nice kill. It's an unfortunate shatter, but it's okay. Now you need to trance. And their Ryan should be looking for a shatter there, but he's a feeder, so that's fine.
Sorry, you discorded?
I thought Aesthetic died. Wait. Lucio already got back? Well, that was quicker than I thought. Okay. Cool. Also, getting a stagger there is worth getting off card for a couple of seconds, because it gives you more overall time. Their Ryan still has shatter, you should be aware of that. Yeah, never mind. Good listening and finding that junk. Yeah, you're forcing him back, that's very good. And you should have discorded that Ryan a while ago. You should keep discord on the main tank in that during that fight, because they have so much more pressure with the main tank. Like now that he's dead, their team has so much less pressure.
Guys, this is still winnable. No, maybe not.
Should skip a little bit ahead. Oh, your Genji fed. Unlucky. I like the swap to Widow. That is true. Dive is this is good. That's a very big kill. And you hear Lucio behind, you should call it out. Say Lucio 1 behind. Yeah, nice. You say Lucio behind, no one's gonna turn. You say Lucio's 1, everyone's gonna turn, most likely. Generally. And your Ryan needs to hold shield. You know, or he needs. Oh, he's dead. I still think their Ryan has shatter. You need to hard focus Ryan. That's fine. That guy that said, dude, fucking chat is kind of cluttering comms. It's very bad.
Sorry, Discord?
You didn't get the mini. That's unlucky. Wait, what the fuck? Huh. Oh, you like skipped. Okay. No, I like the Lucio there. You say Lucio. Definitely say Lucio. Why do you keep cutting? Okay, you secured overtime, so you don't need to touch.
What the fuck just happened to me?
You're getting really angry. I know this sounds very stupid, but don't get angry. Like, losses are gonna happen. Just try your best to stay kind of level-headed. It was a close match. And tilting doesn't help anyone. Like, it's okay to have emotions, but try to not try to lower angry emotions, if that makes sense. Because mentality plays a big part in climbing. You know, played pretty well, I'd say, overall. Yeah, pretty well. A couple of things, obviously, just let me open a notepad. So obviously just aim, but that'll come eventually. Hero pick. I feel like your team would have done a lot better with a Lucio on that attack, especially since you had a Moira. This Zen was okay, but I don't know. I just feel like Lucio would have been better. It synergizes with your comp a lot more. If you went dive tanks, you probably should have stayed Zen, and then your Moira should have gone Mercy or Ana, but, you know. And then, I don't know. Your positioning was decent. You didn't really get caught out. You played very well, I'd say. So, good job. I expect you to climb in the coming season. So.